All right. Happy New Year's. Bullish Bear from 23 Capital Trades here. Welcome to 2024, everybody. I know you're probably asking, with all these videos that I put out in November and December of 23, what exactly happened? You were so excited with the Apex 300K account, the 150K account that we did talk about a little bit in a short, and also another update on those. Yes, December didn't end up turning out to be exactly what we'd aimed for, and I just want to go ahead and say that I kind of took a break. I wanted to reset for the new year, so I took the last 2 to 3 weeks off PTO from my full-time job to really just dial in, figure out what I could do to really become more profitable, more consistent, and take control of the emotional turmoil that you get inside and out of trading. So as you can see on my chart here, this is a new 150K account. We are 3 days into this account. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown from the billing side of things, since that's exactly where you can see the real history behind what I've been up to at Topstep as a whole. So starting from the very beginning, November 11th, I did the Veterans Day sale, $11 50K, and we have a full video series on that you can watch here in the top right corner, going over how I went for 6 days trading a 50K combine with Topstep all the way to funded. That video series ended off with me getting funded, and I kind of didn't go anywhere with sharing how that account ended up. Well, I'll go ahead and show you. It basically, lasted, I think, 1 week. The account basically lasted 8 days. Started it on November 21st after we got funded on the 20th, I believe. And our first day was a red day. And then the second day, we kind of clawed our way back halfway through that loss on the first day. Got above with $200 in profit, which we were only aiming for qualification days to get eligible for payouts. So $200 for 5 days. That's all we were trying to do. 1 day was a loss. Second day was only $100, so it's 2 days of not really hitting the mark. Third day was $213 profits. Fourth day was $235 in profits. Last day was $202 in profits. So I think we got three out of the 5 days before we had our first max loss day hit. And then we trickled down $16 on the next day. I believe we were profitable quite a bit on this day, and then ended up giving it all back. So left the day with a minus $476 balance. And then the last day we blew it up. Basically had another straight up $1,001 day loss, and that was the end of that account. So that account is ineligible. Wasn't really much I could do about that. It was a learning experience, but it was the first account I got with Topstep, and we went straight to being funded on that account. So that is a win in my book. On November 30th, you can see the first time I bought a 150K account. That account didn't last very long, as you can see on the next page of this payment history. Pretty much got a free reset from Topstep TV for either a fire drill or something. I think it was a fire drill. Took that free reset to knock this 150K back into action. And not too long after that, I ended up having to reset it again with a 50% off reset. After blowing that account the first time, they gave me a 50% off reset for free. That one ended up just not lasting very long at all. I waited a while, kind of just sat back, did some practice trading, really collected myself, didn't want to keep spending money right before the holidays where I could have put that money to gifts for Christmas and things like that. I was also working on the 300K account at that time, so I had put some money into these evaluations and combines. I didn't want to spend any more money, so I figured instead of continuously buying these evaluations and wasting money and not actually having a consistent strategy where I could keep these accounts alive and possibly get funded, I would hold back. But as you see here, December 14th, I bought 2 100K accounts, and then again a 50K account on December 19th. So I had 3 accounts going at that point. They lasted a while, but I never actually made any progress on them. And then there was a reset that I got for free, winning the Topstep quiz. So I used that one, and we basically blew that 150K as well. So went out getting rid of that 150K and both of those 100Ks that I didn't mention. I did one reset on 100K for free as well. A lot of these are from the Topstep fire drills that they did in December, early December, and Topstep quizzes that if you win, your name goes into a pot for all of the people who got 3 to 4 questions right on those quizzes. 30 of them are going to get a free reset. I was lucky enough to get a few of those. Also, there was a glitch sometime in the middle of December, late December, and I went into Topstep support, and they were kind enough to allow me to reset an account. So I used that one to reset the 150K. That's what the December 20th one was, just to be clear. I believe the free reset I used on the 100K. So moving into December 30th, the day before was my rebill for this 150K account. This is still the same account. You can see with the C2, C4, this is a C5. So it just keeps going. And then, so this is the account I'm currently trading. I do have a 150K active, as you saw on the first page. Today is January 5th, Friday, 2024. I'm on day 4 of trading that combine. We've had 3 green days to start out the year on that combine. Pretty great start. Made our way all the way up to 155K, 5K profits, and some change. And along with the fire drill for a free reset that they gave out, I do have currently a free reset that is available for, I believe, 2 weeks after I receive it. I haven't received it yet. It can be as late as January 10th. I'll provide an update on when I get that. But alongside that fire drill on the 3rd, they sent out an additional email for 50% off any combine of your choice. I decided to do that with a 50K, so I am trading this 150K with a 50K combine in tandem. I'm using the Trade of 8 group trade feature to do so. So here's a look at my 50K account combine so far, the progress on it. I've only got 1 day completed. It was the 3rd, so I traded on a Wednesday. I bought it on a Wednesday and traded it yesterday on the 4th. Today's the 5th, like I said, and we are currently red on that account. I'll show you all the details on today's P&L stats. I'll show you the details on the P&L stats in a moment, but I just wanted to show you and provide some transparency on the current accounts that I am trading. Also, I just wanted to go over to accounts closed in the top left corner here. You can see this was that first 50K account from the video series that we did. This is the Express XFA account, the funded account of that 50K. Both are ineligible. One is ineligible because I passed. The other one is because I blew it. Moving back over to the 150K combine here, it says reset next to it because yes, I have reset this account at least 3 to 4 times. Looks like maybe 5 at this point, including the monthly renewal fee. So we started off the account pretty strong. We had a $2.24 thousand day to kick it off. Day 2, we had a $1,000 day, basically. $1,049. So it moved it up to about $3,290 in profit. Yesterday, we had a $1,946 day. That was another great day. I believe, unless I catch another move in the next 2 to 3 hours, that this account is going to end up having its first red day. We're going to try and keep that smaller than the average winning day on this account so that the risk-reward ratio, or as they like to put it, reward-risk ratio, is larger than the risk side of that ratio. I'm going to move over now to Trade of 8, where we can see exactly how things are going. So here you can see both of my accounts currently did have a green day on the 50K the first day, but we are a little bit red on this account today. It's been kind of a choppy day, very volatile. Here's a look at the 5K tick chart for the day. Opening range was right around here. This was the opening bell. Essentially, we opened up right around 452, 16,452. Had a nice move up and pulled back, and then we ranged for a bit, caught a nice higher low, and then had our first rally to move this break of structure from the larger downtrend that we've been having for the last few days. Out of this break of structure, we made it all the way to 577, and we have retraced ever since. So within all of this, I did have some great trades, but the losers compiled. They were smaller, but they were just many more than the winners. Moving back over to the TPO map where I can show you my performance center for the day. We essentially had about 17 losers compared to winners. 25 winning trades, 42 losing trades. Average losing trade was $150. Largest losing trade was $465. Average winning trade was $235. Just about double of my losing trades average. Largest winning trade was $1545. So the number of losing trades still outweighs the winning trades by a total profit margin of $696 right now. I did just have a very good trade moving from right around here. I will just go ahead and show you the fill. Long at 16,457 and a quarter. We went right through that for 30 points and I stopped out at 483. Very strong recovery trade. I wasn't really looking to make any more trades after that, but you can see here exactly how many trades were made, even a few overnight trades where I did have a green P&L at that point, but it was the opening hour and just not really catching very many good moves or levels. It did have a few winners here and there. Obviously, you saw the P&L stat at this point, but on the downtrend is where most of the pain started to hit. Had one final trade on the day to make the P&L less than negative $1,000 on the day. We're keeping the average losing trade smaller than the winning trade. That's a win for 2024. That was one of my main goals, is to focus on holding winners and cutting losers quicker and not taking as many trades. We're at 67 trades on a Friday. It's a non-farm payroll day, and that is a very fun day to trade. It's a good data drop. The market usually has a nice volatility sweep on that. The ATR is wider, and I wanted to take advantage of that. I just didn't have the best execution, and I'm going to own up to that. Back to our stats for a moment here. Longest winning trade hold time was 6 minutes and 55 seconds. We're going to chalk that up to 7 minutes. Average trade winning time was just about 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 55 seconds. So we are working on holding trades longer. If you remember any of the prior videos that I've posted, average hold time was 1 minute at most. Longest hold is an hour. So for today, an hour hold, I have had some 12-hour holds, aka trading the overnight session. Longest losing trade was only 2 minutes. Average losing trade, 32 seconds. See, cutting losers fast, holding winners longer. My win-lose ratio probably could use some work, but having a 37% winning to 62% losing ratio isn't a bad thing. There's a lot of traders out there that have an even worse ratio, but still are very green on their year. It just goes to show you don't have to have a winning ratio as a trader to be profitable. One last thing I'd like to update everybody on is I'm going to be doing a lot more live streaming, and if you care to join us, we're going to be on usually between the first session of the morning, which is going to be 8:30 Central to 9 o'clock is when we'll try and start the streams. If you subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll get notifications about when the stream kicks and goes live, and I will be joined by my friend Obsidiantrades. You can go to his channel, check his stuff out. He's great at breaking down price action and has some pretty profitable, solid strategies that he's been using. You'll get to see them live in action on stream next to my trading as well. We streamed from Tuesday the 3rd all the way through today. We usually cut it off after about lunch hour Eastern time. It's usually our best times to trade between the open, 15 minutes after the open, and all the way through to the Euro close. Sometimes we stick around like we have the first 3 days of the year, and we try and catch a few after the European close action and basically just see what the market's going to do without the Euro market really stepping in. All that volume goes out, and usually the market tries to kind of retrace a little bit in some sort or another. Sometimes rally, sometimes not. But after the Euro market closes, we'll usually conclude the stream for the day. There is going to be some trades that happen afterwards based on the moves, like today when I caught that move from 16,457 all the way to 16,483. That was an after stream trade, and I'm proud of that trade, but I can't have them all on stream because sometimes with my full-time job, I am going to have to cut out and do some work for the day. It's just the way it is until I actually get to go full-time here. And when I do, this channel is going to be even more active. So I hope you stick around for that. It's going to be a great year. This is Bullish Bear, 23 Capital Trades. Peace out.